Tom says, I don't want to provide assistance to a human girl. Mika says, Nana, don't be mad about this. Tom just a bit looks down on human. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Eve. The summer in that year was very hot. To go to prevent sunstroke, Thomas and his parents went to a countryside where his parents lived in. They made Thomas playing with the children there. However, he tended to stay in the air-conditioned room. Please help Grandma to buy some fruit, Thomas, said Grandma. Though Thomas wasn't willing to do the work, he didn't want to irritate Grandma. Walking through the field, he found that he must cross the river, but he was too afraid to step the stone on the river. When he thought he could make it, suddenly, few of Moses made him falling into the river. That is why I had the countryside, Thomas thought when he was about to faint. Thomas supposed he had died until the cool water sprayed on his face. He waked up and tried to look around, but he only saw a boy stared at him with the big purple eyes. I saved you, so you have to play with me, said the boy. Thomas refused to him and wanted to leave. However, he found that his favorite hat was losing. What worse, he saw a lot of green. Here was not his hometown, but a strange forest, making Thomas panic. Take me to my home. If you want to go home, the only way is to play with me. I'm Colin. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm Ian. This story happened in this classroom. One day, Tina, Joyce, Michael went to class as usual. Suddenly, a strange old man appears out of classroom. At the same time, the wind was picking up and caught them to the bone. Then, the strange old man went into Tina's class and said, "All of you must play the game with me, or you will die." At this moment, Joyce and some classmates were so afraid that they ran secretly. But the strange old man, devil, saw them, and devil shut their old brain. Then Ellen and Tom walked into the class, and Ellen was singing. Then his brain, boom, and Tina shouting, "Oh no!" So Tina's brain also fell down on the floor. Finally, Michael and Tom didn't complete this game, and so their lips were taken apart and put under this floor. At night, their souls will sit on your shoulder and said, "Play the spotlight with me. Play the spotlight with me." Thank you.
I'm Tom. Violet was staring out of the window. It was dark outside, only passed through some of the stores that were still lit up. Violet was already bored, but then she distracted by something that was white and falling down from sky. It's snow, she realized. There was a bridge at the front, which was covered by snow. Violet wanted to shout at Eleanor to slow down the car, but no matter how hard she tried to shout, Eleanor had no any sign to slow it down, and the car kept moving forward, like they were in different places. Then the car started to lose the balance and bumped against the edge of the bridge. Next thing that Violet could see was they were falling down from the bridge. Violet closed her eyes when the car crashed on the ground. Her vision blacked out again. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Vera. There was other group called Star Wars. One of their band also liked Jessica. His name was Alan. He always chatted with Jessica. It made Oliver was very jealous. In a ball, the two bands had an a cappella contest. Each band sent a person to sing a song. Of course, the two boys wanted to show their best strength in front of Jessica. In the contest, they all tried their best to get the first place. Finally, Oliver got loose, and he was so sad. Alan went to tell Jessica that he very loved her, but he was rejected because of Jessica was also loved Oliver, and she thought he was a dependable guy. Therefore, she chose Jessica. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Bonnie. In the midnight, Benjamin heard some noise upstairs, but Vanessa said they lived on the top floor of the apartment, so there couldn't be anyone live higher than them. Benjamin wanted to find out the noise, so he started his adventure. He followed the noise and find where it come from. Finally, he find a little door. After he opened it, there is a stair to attic. A cold wind was blowing from upstairs. He walks with afraid and carefully to the attic. There is only a door and a chair upstairs. This made Benjamin's hair stand on end, so he ran downstairs quickly and told Melissa's situation. Finally, they decided to ask the owner what happened in this apartment, but when they get to lobby, everything changed. There is not the place they checked in yesterday, and all the things become old like rooms. Until they see this thing, they figure out they live in a ghost house. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Claire. Annie walked outside the cave to the river. The river today seems to be more rapid. Annie stands on the stone beside to have some water. Suddenly, a strong wind blew, and Annie can't keep her balance. She fell down into the water. I have to help her immediately. Inspector! I took my magic pen out and yelled. My pattern appeared in a shiny bright light and hand the throw out. Oh, it's so dangerous. And in fact, I'm a wizard. My name is Neville Longbottom. I have lived here for 5 years since I returned from Hogwarts, School of Witch and Wizard. I enjoy living here and keep working on inventing a new medicine that can wake up my pet. Now I'm frog in the morning and human at night. I will keep protect this forest until I die. And now I have to send this little girl back to her home.
My name is Jenny. Mr. Brown is a successful businessman. He was the richest man at the time. Mr. Brown is the winner at the game of life, but he didn't become an organized person. He is still humble and gentle as before. However, his son George relies on his father's success, always look down on other people. He will make fun of other person, like letting his classmates because she always wear a pair of old shoes. George's parents are worried about it. George is really good and intelligent. One day, After the argument with his parents, George went to the bed with a bad mark. He thinks that he is right. That night, George had a dream. He dreamed that when he was sitting at the sofa, having a piece of expensive cake like before, a group of policemen suddenly rushed in, moving his furniture out and told him that he was bankrupt. And the people who he had left before all appeared, pointing his nose and called him beggar, just like what he did to them before. After that dream, George had tried to be a polite person. His parents feel moving. Their son will finally grow up and try to be a humble people like his father.
Okay, thank you.
I'm Sarah. December 12th coming. The bad thing happened. As usual, Lucia goes to wait for bus. But when she crossed the road, a car rushed out and bumped into her. She is injured seriously and unconscious. Adam sees the accident and calls police officer. He is shocked because the thing really happened. Luckily, Lucia doesn't die. After a week, she woke up and can speak few words. The first thing she thinks that is unbelievable. Aiden's expectation she will happen accident was real. Although she doesn't die, a car accident is also terrible, even unconscious for a week. At this moment, Aiden walks into the station to visit her. He is happy that she doesn't die like what he predicted. Nothing is impossible. Try to believe it, life will become different. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Rita. These days, the city was full of the atmosphere of fear because there was another woman died last night. It is the third person who died this month, and the way she died was horrible. She was hacked with 36 cuts by a knife. It's really a cool way what the murder had done. And May had been asked to help the police with this terrible event. May feel very tired and feel of pressure these few days because she couldn't find any clue that the murder had left. And by the time she felt upset in the pub, Jack, her best friend, came and checked with her. As Jack felt May's bad mood and asked for the reason, May told him all about what had happened. And after this talk, May felt more comfortable. But at the end, when they were leaving, Jack said something weird. Jack said this to May. May, don't you feel that the beauty in the green screen is familiar? Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Sharon. One day, Luke was traveling by himself. He drove on a road that doesn't have any streetlight. The car's radio was playing the singer Laura's song. Trees on both sides of the road swing like the shadow of human. Suddenly, there is a person rush out. Luke didn't notice and went out to ask if the person is okay. It's weird that he couldn't see clear how was the girl's face. She just responded that she's okay and kept going her way quickly. Fortunately, she didn't hurt. After Luke back to his seat, the sound of music just like someone whispering in his ears. Thank you.
Thank you. Amy? Amy, your turn, because the other three students absent. Amy, your turn.
Amy. Next day after school, I came to home. I find my mother in the living room. At the moment, I didn't know what to do. A point in our lives, I looked at myself. There was no longer my mother next to me. I found her diary in the house. She has written a letter to me every day in her diary since she knew on illness. Through this, I understand everything she did to me. I walked the way I went with my mother. Snow fell in the sky and tears fell down on my face. Thank you.
Okay.